What's going on, family? Scrapbook Boxing Museum of the Forgotten Fisticuffs series. This is a continuation of Turkey Thompson and Elmer Violent Ray. Now, the video I just did, once again, I'm having issues with my camera. It cuts off in the middle of the video, so I'm at the end of the video anyway. I just wanted to continue. Eddie Blunt, a very, very good fighter. I like Eddie Blunt. He was a heavyweight, very interesting fellow. He was the type of guy who would walk around with a three-piece suit, have his shoes shine all the time. He was almost a congressman in boxing, if you will. But he was a very good fighter. He was in there with fighters such as Leroy Hayes, Buddy Bear, Eddie Sims, a lot of Joe Louis opponents. I remember when he fought Al Gainer. Al Gainer was a dynamic, light heavyweight black fighter. But I just wanted to show you Eddie Blunt. Very good fighter was Eddie Blunt. He was an opponent of Turkey Thompson. You're looking at here Bob Pastor. Bob Pastor was in there with Joe Louis and Billy Conn, and he was just something else. He was the type of guy that couldn't do no wrong. He knew everything. If the sky was blue, he may say it was dark blue. That was Bob Pastor. Well, Bob Pastor was a very good fighter. He was an opponent of Turkey Thompson as well. Want to learn more about him? Type in Scrapbook Boxing and Bob Pastor. You should all be familiar with Eddie Charles, the Cincinnati Cobra. I've done profiles on him several times. He was an opponent of Elmer Violent Ray. Eddie Charles, if given a fair opportunity, could have been one of the best middleweight and light heavyweight champions of all time. But he would become the heavyweight champion in 1949 when he would defeat the legendary Jersey Joe Walcott for the NBA version of the heavyweight championship strap. He had it solidified. He would do that in 1950 against a victory over the Brown Bomber, Joe Louis. But Eddie Charles was a phenomenal fighter. He would be in there with Rocky Marciano in 1954 on two separate occasions. One of the greatest fighters of all time, Eddie Charles. He'd be in there with Elmer Violent Ray. Jimmy Bivens, I did a profile on him just recently. One of the greatest fighters, in my opinion, who just don't get enough shine. And he was in there with Turkey Thompson as well. Jimmy Bivens fought the who's who of boxing. Dynamic puncher, dynamic fighter was Jimmy Bivens. He was an opponent of Turkey Thompson. Turkey Thompson would also face Pat Valentino. Now, Pat Valentino was an opponent of Eddie Charles. That was the closest he came to a heavyweight championship title shot. As you can see, he was out of San Francisco. I wanted to show you him because he was an opponent of Turkey Thompson. I'm just showing you some opponents. I've been finishing up the last video of Elmer Violent Ray and Turkey Thompson. Now, Kirk Daniels, I showed you him once before. He was an opponent of Turkey Thompson. He would face Turkey Thompson two separate occasions. Kirk Daniels from California. Very strong puncher. He reminded me of the likes of Bob Baker, Clarence Henry, Bob Satterfield, Johnny Holman, just to name a few. Kirk Daniels, an opponent of Turkey Thompson. Very good fighter. Now, of course, Jersey Joe Walcott, you're familiar with. He was the heavyweight champion of the world when he knocked out Eddie Charles in 1951. I got to tell you, 1951 was some year. More titles exchanged hands in 1951, I believe, than any other era. But Jersey Joe Walcott would become heavyweight champion of the world in 1951 with an outstanding left hook over Eddie Charles. And of course, there was Lee Q. Murray and other fighters. But I just wanted to show you some opponents. Jersey Joe Walcott faced Elmer Violent Ray. So thanks for hanging in there with me, Scrapbook Boxing. Sorry that I had to do a part 2 of that video. But like I said, I'm having some issues with the camera. So salute to my subscribers. Salute to all these outstanding fighters. Before I leave, let me quickly show you Buddy Millard. I didn't show you him. Buddy Millard was a very good fighter as well. And he was in it with Elmer Valiant Ray. I have every last opponent of every fighter that I've ever shown you on YouTube. I can't show you all the opponents all the time. I try to just show you a few of them. I have all their profiles. I've been studying for 45 years, basically. And I know these guys like the back of my hand, but every once in a while, I want to show you just some opponents, just so you have an idea who I'm talking about when I mention some opponents. So once again, Scrapbook Boxing Museum of the Forgotten Fisticuffs series, all great fighters and all great fights, never been forgotten on my channel. Thanks for hanging in there with me. Salute to all these great fighters. Salute to my subscribers. See you in the next video. Peace.